Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a story that's more than just a game. What we witnessed in Berlin's Olympiastadion wasn't just football. It was an absolute epic. A modern-day gladiatorial contest played out in front of 70,000 roaring fans. This was the Week 10 showdown. Colts versus Falcons. And it ended with Indianapolis snatching a gut-wrenching 31-25 overtime victory, leaving Atlanta's hopes scattered on the field. Picture this. Jonathan Taylor, an unstoppable force of nature. This man was a human wrecking ball, steamrolling his way to 244 yards and 3 electrifying touchdowns. He didn't just run, he scorched to the earth. In the fourth quarter, he unleashed an 83-yard thunderbolt of a run. A play so explosive it felt like lightning striking the heart of the Atlanta defense. The stadium absolutely erupted. And then, in the final tense moments of overtime, he delivered the final blow, an 8-yard run that wasn't just a score. It was a statement. With that, he tied the legendary Edgerrin James for the most rushing touchdowns in Colts history. Indianapolis didn't just play this game, they commanded it, racking up 519 total yards and dominating possession for 40 grueling minutes. But don't you dare think the Falcons went down without a fight. Oh no! They rose from the ashes like a phoenix. After falling behind 13-7 in the first quarter, thanks to an early Taylor score and a sharp 37-yard touchdown pass from Daniel Jones to Alec Pierce, Atlanta battled back. Their young quarterback, Michael Penix Jr., cool as ice, fired a perfect 16-yard strike to Drake London, clawing the score back to 14-13 by halftime. The tension was palpable. The third quarter saw them pull ahead with a gutsy 43-yard field goal from Gonzalez. For a moment, it felt like the tide was turning. Then came the fourth quarter, and it was pure, unscripted chaos. Just absolute pandemonium. Matt Badgley kicked a 34-yarder, 2-inch the Colts closer. Then, Jonathan Taylor broke loose for that incredible 83-yard touchdown, flipping the script and putting Indy up 22-17. But Atlanta, showing incredible heart, stormed right back. Taida! Adagaye! A battering ram near the goal line. Punched it in twice from the 1-yard line. Drake London snagged the crucial 2-point conversion. And just like that, with mere seconds left on the clock, the game was tied at 25-25. We were headed to overtime. Throughout the game, the Falcons' defense made huge plays. Jesse Bates III came up with a massive interception, his 26th of his career. One of 2 turnovers they forced, but one stat haunted them all night. 0 for 8 on third downs. They just couldn't sustain their drives, finishing with only 290 total yards. That third down drought was the chain that held them back. Overtime began with a dose of bizarre drama. A coin toss do-over gifted Atlanta the ball first. They moved down the field, drew a penalty, but their drive stalled. They had to punt the ball away, giving the Colts their chance. And you know who was waiting? Jonathan Taylor, rising to the occasion once again. He sealed the deal with that final 8-yard touchdown run, ending the game 31-25. A truly final bell, tolling for the Falcons. This game had everything you could ever want as a football fan. Explosive, game-changing runs. Crucial turnovers, including strip sacks from Atlanta's hungry young defenders. Heartbreaking drops that will haunt players for weeks. This wasn't just a sport. It was a saga written in sweat and grit. It was a story where underdogs fought with everything they had, where heroes were forged in the heat of battle, and where the brutal finality of overtime decided everything. This is football, my friends. A beautiful, brutal game that tests the limits of human will. So what does this mean for the standings? The Colts climbed to a commanding 8-2 record, looking like true contenders in the AFC South. The Falcons, however, fall to 3. A tough 4th straight loss that puts their season in jeopardy. They now have to look ahead to crucial divisional matchups against Carolina and New Orleans, games that will define their year. What a night. What a game. This is the kind of football that reminds us why we love it so much. The passion, the drama, the sheer unpredictability. Who will rise to the challenge next week? The gridiron is always waiting, always hungry. Thanks for tuning in to this epic recap. If you love deep dives into the heart of the game, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another breakdown. We'll see ya for the next one!